So have you ever wondered why girls actually ghost guys? I did a list and I recopilated the most important and the most common reasons on why they do that. So let's get straight into it. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Friendly Talking, another week. So today I'm going to be talking about the most common reasons on why girls ghost guys. So the first one is because she got bored. You know, whenever you start talking with a girl about a specific topic, let's say for example about the nature, about a park, and you, like, I don't know, for example, you start saying, have you been to this park? And so then she says yes, and then you're like, oh, have you been also to this other park? Yeah, the flowers that they have there, or like talking about the same thing, you know, all the time without changing topic or without changing to like, okay, let's meet up here in this place this day. So eventually she will be thinking like, when is he actually gonna ask me out? Like, if you're talking all the time about the same topic and about like really like not interesting stuff, or like asking questions that do not lead to anywhere, she's gonna eventually she's gonna be ghosting you, because you're not moving anything further, like forward with her whenever you start talking with her. And then you're gonna be known as the nature guy, or the guy that he's just talking about nature and not moving things forward and making things happen with her. The second one is that another more interesting came up into her life. Because it happens sometimes that you're talking with a girl for, I don't know, some days, 1 week, 2 weeks, and then you even she says to meet up and agrees on meeting up with you, but she goes to you because of some like random reason that she doesn't even want to say which one. But in these situations, most probable, after she agrees on setting up with you a date and having a date with you, and that she's interested in setting up the day, even in this situation, if she starts ghosting you, not being interested, because another option more interesting came up into that, and she's like, okay, I'm not gonna go on a date with this guy, and I'm gonna go to a date with that other guy, which seems more interesting. So what you need to make sure is that you are more interesting, or like you provide, or like, because eventually at the end of the day, it's like selling yourself as the best option that she has. Even though maybe it's not true, obviously, really, but you have to make in a way that she believes she is, or like you are the best option that she can get in that moment, and after, yeah, moving things forward with her. Because if you're able to make that happen, that she sees you as the best option and that she doesn't want to lose you, then you're done with her. Like, it's perfect because of the fact that you're not gonna lose her. The third one is she wanted validation. And this might happen, opposed to the second one that I mentioned right before. It's more common that it happens in the beginning of the stages, whenever you start talking with a girl. In these situations, she might give you her contact and keep talking to you and keep answering your messages, but she knows that she's not gonna go in a date with you. And it's important to realize about this pre-fast, or like and she might give you some signs such that is telling you that she's just using you for validation, because whenever you want to meet up with her, she can, or she put excuses, or like, yeah, she doesn't want to meet up with you, but still she wants to talk with you, and that you talk and send messages to her, even that you're trying to move things forward. In these situations, she is definitely using you as a validation for herself, or like her personal self, and she will not go on a date with you. So avoid talking with this type of women, because of the fact that she's not, you will be losing time with her. The fourth one is she won't say no. It happens that the girl, maybe you start talking with her, for example, and especially like if you're not talking with her in a place like face to face, more like in social media. If you meet the girl somewhere not outside, like outside of dating apps, such as like, I don't know, like in university, or like at work, in some random scenario, it can happen that she gives you her contact just because she feels pressure for doing that, even that you don't realize about that. And then you send her a message and she either doesn't answer you, or maybe she answers you like in a not really like good way, or like, yeah, not like with a lot of happiness, or like happy that you're talking with her, like interest eventually in the end of the day. So in these situations, it can happen that she just gave you the number because she didn't have the guts to say no to that. And that's why dating app is a little bit better on that, because you start from the beginning, like not like face to face, and then you move things forward like up on scale, you know, like not seeing each other and then meeting up in case you meet up with the girl and everything. In that case, it's a little bit better, like when it comes to that. And the last one is too needy, too much. And I've seen this a lot in guys that do not focus in their own stuff, and they put all the energy into dating, like for most of the, maybe like for some months or like for some weeks, they put a lot of energy on that, and then they seem to the girls that they text and they talk with really needy and really like desperate, and in that way the girl feels like she feels pressured, and she's like saying, wow, that's too much, he's being too nice to me. And that's a big issue that whenever guys, I also did it myself some time ago, not now, but I realized about this as well, and as well as in other people that I meet, and I know that whenever you're being too needy and too much, the girl is like, she's gonna take you off of her interest eventually. So definitely this is something important to realize, that do not be too pushy, too needy, and eventually in the end of the day, in my opinion, the best is to give the same as she gives. Never give more than her, because if you give more than her, she will either ghost you or she will make pain into you, or like emotional pain. And this is something important, to never give more than her. If she gives 10, you give 10. If she gives 100, you give 100. Because by doing that, you will prevent from a lot of problems when it comes to dating. And eventually this is going to be better for you in other areas of your life, doing sport, going to the gym, or doing your own stuff, or like working business and stuff. So like, do not, like, the bad vibes from dating, do not move them into other parts or areas of your life, because eventually it's gonna be bad, and like the bad energy from one thing is gonna be transmitted into the other parts of your life. So definitely the best is to give and move things like a little bit farther away from your dating life, and more focusing in growth in your career, in everything, and then casually date the type of girls that you really want. But also have clear those signs that tell you that the girl is actually not super interested in meeting up with you, or like in knowing you more, and she's just is playing around, or maybe she's not interested in you and he wants to be or meet someone else. Because eventually, also, let's be honest, if she's interested, she will even double text you, or like maybe you say her to meet and then she can, and then you say like, yeah, I mean, if you want to meet up, just let me know, it's all good, let me know if you want to hang out. And then if she's really interested, she will text you back, and even text you, and she will set up the date. Otherwise, you will realize that she's just using you for validation, or for anything else that I just mentioned on this video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and that was pretty much it for this video. I really like the sofa, it's really, I hope I can do some more videos on this one. So yeah, thank you so much, and remember to subscribe here. Yeah, subscribe here to Friendly Talking, and here to watch my last upload on the channel, which is, I think it was also about dating, yeah, about asking people what do they look for in other people when it comes to dating and in being eventually in a relationship. So yeah, thank you so much, and remember to stay always friendly.